Property chains. What is a property chain? Well, the word chain is probably something you will see and hear quite a lot of during the whole process. And it's a term that can cause the biggest frustration when buying or selling a property. If you're buying a property that has no onward chain, then that's amazing. But more than often than not, you'll be tied in with other buyers and sellers in a sequence of property transactions that all have to come together at exactly the same time. So at the start of a chain, there is somebody who is only buying. Maybe they're a first-time buyer, they're an investor, they've got nothing to sell, they're only buying. And at the end, these are people who are only selling. Maybe they're selling an investment property, they're selling a property that's empty or a new build. They're the end of the chain. And in the middle, you have all the links. And the links involved can be numerous. If you're selling a property to a first-time buyer and you yourself are buying an empty house, then in your chain, there's just 3. But these links in between can grow and get bigger and bigger, and that's where the frustration starts. Every link in the chain will have a different estate agent involved, a different solicitor, a different mortgage lender. There's all different aspects there which can cause a delay. And the chain itself will only move as fast as the slowest link. And a chain can collapse at any point, and sometimes that's completely out of your control. Maybe somebody in your chain has lost their job, they've got divorced, maybe there's been a bereavement in their family, or they might just change their mind. If this happens in the chain and that link collapses, the whole chain falls through. That, again, is a real big reason of the whole frustration of buying and selling property when there's a chain involved. So can you avoid a chain? Well, you can if you're fortunate enough to be selling a property and you've got more than one buyer to choose from. Maybe the better buyer to go for is the first-time buyer, is the buyer who has no chain below them. And if you're looking to buy onwards and you're struggling to find something because of the chain behind you, it could be beneficial for you to break the chain. Maybe temporarily just move in with family just to make it a lot easier. And who's responsible for the chain? Who manages it all? Well, it should be the professionals. It should be the solicitors seeing the process through, dealing with their clients and speaking with other solicitors involved in the chain. But if it's left just to that, this rarely happens smoothly. So the estate agent has to get involved and advise their buyer and their seller on the next steps. And communication in this process is key throughout.